Have you ever had a project you want to finish, but you just like have so much trouble getting it done and to the point where you just kind of loathe the fact that you started it in the first place? Hey everybody, Chris Renshaw here, and welcome back to my workshop. You got to see a little bit of it with the video I did about me failing at 3D printing. So I've done a little bit of work, got a new table in here so I could do like some other stuff, not just 3D printing, but I could also do some painting, which is why I want to talk about today. So today I want to talk about my progress in painting Zombicide Black Plague, which was one of the first games that I got, and I was like, I want to paint these minis. But the problem with painting a CMON game is that there are a lot of minis. For instance, I've had this game for a year and a half almost at this point. These are all the minis I haven't painted. Not done yet. And that's just of the zombies. I haven't even gotten to the survivors yet. So that's, I got a lot of work to do. But that was the problem when I started painting this. I had only the base set, and then I got sent all the extras, and then I realized this is a larger task than I planned. Then I kind of faded out of doing painting for like a year. But I really want to play this game, but my OCD won't let me until at least all the zombies are painted, because then the survivors will be unpainted, but all the zombies are painted. I can't play the game with only half the game painted and the other half unpainted, at least on the zombies. I can't have like one, this guy unpainted and this guy painted. No, I gotta at least have all the zombies painted. Now I'm kicking zombies. I'll be picking up zombies for like a week now. That's what you get for doing component drops, I guess. But so I did want to talk about how I've done some of this minis, and I'm gonna take some pictures so that you guys can see these up close. If you also follow my Instagram, I do some updates on pictures and stuff of how I've done there. So like I've gotten some of these some of these special minis done. It's kind of like a Pope figure, or I've taken, and most of the products I'm using for these, I'm using the Army Painter stuff, because what I've really done, like for instance for this guy here, I did like the brain matter beige, and then kind of did like, I did a little bit of brown on his feet, did a wash with the zombie shader, and then did some red, the crusted gore, to kind of give him some blood, and then some of the glistening blood to kind of like around his hands and his mouth for that. Then you got like kind of your generic zombies, or I've done kind of the same thing. We're just kind of painted them a couple of base colors, and then wash with the, basic colors. Then I did some like blood touch-ups, and then wash with the zombie shader. But one of the coolest ones I've done is these, the werewolves, because not only is there Zombicide Black Plague, but I also have the Wolfsburg expansion as well. And so these were really cool because I kind of went in a different direction with these. Like a lot of these I've looked at like tutorials before, but this I kind of did something cool where I instead of using the necrotic flesh primer that I've been using on the rest of the zombies, I used just a wolf gray paint, and wolf gray, the Army Painter primer and base coat, wolf gray everything. And then I did the skeleton bone for kind of the ribs. And then I did the crusted sore and the glistening blood around it for the insides again. But instead of doing the zombie shader around everything, which I think I have one that I did experiment with the zombie shader. Here we go. So I did end up using like the zombie shader for this guy here, but I was like, that just looks kind of like bleh. And so instead I got a blue ink shader and decided to kind of ink them in blue, and then took some red ink to do the gore bits. And I don't know, like this looks a little bit more realistic, but I think this looks cooler. Like, yeah, this is a little bit too blue because it also dyes it and gives them this nice cooler color. I don't know, I like it. What do you think as far as the difference there? So like I said, I still got a lot to go, and I still have some of these giant minis to do too. But I just want to give you kind of a progress update as to some of the things that I'm doing in here besides just 3D printing. One of the things I'm going to start doing, on the channel is showing off how I'm creatively improving my games, because I love to take my games and then make them even more special with add-ons and stuff I either create myself or buy. So that's one of the things I wanted to do in here. But do you paint minis? Do you bling out your games at all? Let me know down in the comments below. And make sure you follow me on all the different social media stuff. And make sure you subscribe for other great videos looking at this, for more 3D printing stuff, for more painting stuff. So in the meantime, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.